one last run at the chip? That's the only question about LeBron. Because if you do, you leave the Lakers and you go back to Cleveland. You join D. Mitchell. Before they got James Harden, I was like, if LeBron is with D. Mitchell and Mobley and Allen and those boys in Cleveland, they going to the finals. They probably could win it all. That's what I said. So you know if you Harden and Mitchell there, and LeBron finds a way to get back to Cleveland with Mobley and Allen in place with those two brothers and LeBron, they winning it all.
LeBron, you got to share the floor with Kawhi, and I think the public, when they talk about him, talk about his injuries. But sharing the floor with him, being around him so long, what do you say about his resilience and just his ability to come back and be, an all-time great?
Kawhi's awesome, man. He's the best. He's one of the best players ever.
For years, the basketball world has asked the same question. Why does LeBron James stay in Los Angeles? The rumors of him leaving have been constant. The speculation about his next destination never stops. Cleveland is calling. The Warriors are waiting. Yet LeBron remains loyal to the purple and gold. Now, Stephen A. Smith is finally breaking his silence on the real reason, and it has nothing to do with basketball. It's about a relationship so deep, so personal, that it's kept the king on his throne when everyone expected him to walk away. The NBA world didn't see this coming, and now everyone is talking.
You didn't know where the meeting was taking place. You got a text when he left saying, I think we're looking good? I mean, what did he say?
That basically had a great conversation, and, we'll see what happens.
And then were you surprised that the jury came back so quickly?
I was relieved that it came back so quickly. And, I found out pretty much like how everybody else did by a text on my phone from Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, just saying congratulations. And, I get.
Do you still have the same uncertainty about next year? Do you have an inkling of what you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I want to live. When I know you.
For 2 decades, we've watched LeBron James navigate the NBA with cold, calculated precision. He's left Cleveland. He's left Miami. He's come back to Cleveland. He's a man who makes decisions based on winning, based on legacy, based on what's best for his family. So when he arrived in Los Angeles in 2018, everyone assumed it was just another stop, another city to conquer before moving on to the next challenge. But something changed in LA, something that surprised even the most connected insiders. The relationship between LeBron James and Jeanie Buss began quietly. There were no grand press conferences, no carefully staged photo opportunities, just 2 people who understood the weight of the franchises they represented. Jeanie, the daughter of the legendary Dr. Jeanie Buss, carrying the torch for a family that defined NBA royalty. LeBron, the kid from Akron, carrying the weight of a generation's expectations. The Los Angeles Lakers were pretty freaking irrelevant until LeBron James arrived, Stephen A. Smith declared on his YouTube program, defending the king against recent reports of tension. LeBron James arrived in Los Angeles in 2018 and absolutely returned them to relevancy. But relevancy was just the beginning. What blossomed between LeBron and Jeanie was something far more rare in the cutthroat world of professional sports: genuine mutual respect. When Jeanie Buss issued a statement defending LeBron against recent ESPN reports of tension, her words revealed the depth of their bond. It's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has to be pulled into my family drama, Buss said. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true and completely unfair to him. She even changed her Instagram profile photo to an image of her and LeBron embracing after the 2020 championship win, a small gesture that spoke volumes about where they stand. The public statements tell one story, but behind closed doors, something even more powerful was happening. Subscribe to uncover the private moments that cemented this unlikely alliance.
You guys know me. You guys know since I've been here, my 8th year here, been in this league 23 years. There's going to be another article tomorrow, especially involving me. And at the end of the day, when I came to this organization, my whole mindset was about restoring, excellence, the things that I've seen growing up, with the Lakers. Obviously, I didn't get an opportunity to watch the Showtime, but I know the history. You know, and then in the early 2000s with Shaq and Kobe, and then what Kobe did. And
Who doesn't know? Hell, I can't. This is why I get up. I get mad sometimes. Because I'm one of those dudes that I want these cats to have their podcast, and I want them to edify us and to educate us about the game and all that other stuff. I tell.
To understand why Jeanie Buss values LeBron so deeply, you have to understand what the Lakers were before he arrived. From 2013 to 2018, the Lakers were a franchise in free fall. After Dr. Jeanie Buss passed away in 2013, the family began to fracture. Sibling fought sibling. Loyalties shifted. The team that had defined NBA excellence for decades became a cautionary tale of dysfunction. "You should have never been born," Jeanie reportedly said to her brother Jesse during one heated argument, a line so vicious it sounds like something from a Succession script. The basketball product reflected the chaos. The Lakers missed the playoffs for 6 straight seasons, the longest drought in franchise history. They couldn't attract free agents. Kevin Durant wouldn't even sit down for a meeting with them. They overpaid role players like Luol Deng and Timofey Mozgov to disastrous contracts that clogged their salary cap. Then came July 1, 2018. LeBron James, coming off 8 straight finals appearances, chose the Lakers. Not the team, not the front office. He chose Jeanie Buss. Team sources have been adamant for years that James' camp informed the Lakers as early as 2017 that he was coming to join them when he became a free agent the following year. Think about that. A full year before he could even sign, LeBron had already decided he wanted to be part of Jeanie Buss's Lakers. He was betting on her just as much as she was betting on him. The impact was immediate. The Lakers' 6-year playoff drought ended. Anthony Davis demanded a trade to join him. In 2020, they won the championship, a title LeBron dedicated to Kobe Bryant, who had tragically passed away earlier that year. He still came there and he delivered, Stephen A. Smith argued, and everybody wants to sit up there and minimize that championship in the bubble. You can't. It was a real different kind of situation during COVID, no doubt about it. For Jeanie, LeBron wasn't just a player. He was the man who restored her family's legacy when it was crumbling around her. LeBron saved the Lakers from irrelevance, but not everyone in the Buss family appreciated his influence. The next chapter reveals the tension that almost tore them apart and the secret conversations that kept them together.
Years at times feels like he's a headache, and those headaches are worth it times 10. And the Lakers were absolutely in the desert until LeBron came back, and he absolutely was the savior of the franchise, and he absolutely did irritate and bother them and wear them out, and they're thrilled that he did it. That's what the Cavs would say, that's what the Heat would say, that's what anybody who worked with them would say. All of this stuff is fascinating, but all of it is rational.
Here's a read and react series by LeBron, where the same play is called twice, but it's 2 different reads since it reacts to the defense.
No relationship worth having is without its challenges, and the bond between LeBron James and Jeanie Buss has been tested in ways few people know. According to ESPN's Baxter Holmes, there were moments when Jeanie's frustration with LeBron reached a boiling point. She didn't like that LeBron was called the Lakers' savior when he arrived, as if the franchise itself deserved no credit for landing him. She privately grumbled about his outsized ego and the influence that Clutch Sports, led by Rich Paul, exerted over the organization. The breaking point came after the disastrous Russell Westbrook trade in 2021. The move, which many believed was driven by LeBron's desire to add another star, backfired spectacularly. The Lakers missed the playoffs entirely, and according to multiple sources, Jeanie felt that LeBron never took accountability for his role in the debacle. Multiple people said Jeanie privately mused about not giving James a contract extension in 2022, and later that year, even about trading James, with the LA Clippers floated as a possibility. Think about that. Jeanie Buss, the woman who owed her franchise's resurgence to LeBron, was considering trading him to the Clippers, the other team in their own building. The tension reached such a peak that LeBron himself was asked about it after a loss to the Clippers in January 2026. I thought it was good, James said of his relationship with Buss. But, somebody could see it another way. It's always two sides of the coin. How I represented this franchise and what I wanted to do to represent this franchise since when I got here until now, it's been with the utmost respect and honor and dignity, and I would say loyalty. LeBron added that he doesn't have the type of relationship with any owner where he'd pick up the phone to chat, not Dan Gilbert in Cleveland, not Mickey Arison in Miami. But with Jeanie, something was different. Something survived. The relationship nearly broke, but it didn't. And the reason why is the key to understanding everything. The next chapter reveals the secret conversations that saved the partnership.
This was the live that we did. Some Laker fans were very, very upset about this news. Oh, LeBron is coming back. Oh my God. And da, 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 da. I already gave you guys my thoughts on this, guys. Look, man, to me, it's not worth getting all emotionally worked up over this stuff no more, man. Like, it's literally outside of your control unless Laker fans are going to stage a protest in front of Crypto.com Arena saying we want LeBron gone. If that's not going to happen, and I'm not saying that should happen, don't expect anything to change. I think people that are hoping and wishing for some kind of change to come down, it's not going to happen.
LeBron just went in on Stephen A. Smith.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now. I wasn't going to address it, but since the video came out, I feel the need to address it. Are you kidding me? If it's one person that...
For years, Stephen A. Smith has been one of LeBron's most vocal critics. He's called him out, he's questioned his legacy, he's publicly said, "I don't like his..." Their relationship has been so strained that LeBron once confronted Smith courtside at a Lakers game. But when the ESPN report dropped detailing Jeanie's frustrations with LeBron, Stephen A. did something unexpected. He defended him, vehemently, passionately, in a way that revealed something deeper than sports commentary. The Los Angeles Lakers were pretty freaking irrelevant until LeBron James arrived, Smith declared. Yeah, there should have been some gratitude. Maybe that was shown because the Lakers drafted Bronny James. Sure, you can nitpick about stuff like that, but LeBron kind of deserved it from his years of service, covering the NBA. No doubt about that. So let's be fair to the brother. Smith went further, dismantling the notion that LeBron's influence was inappropriate. This notion that Rich Paul is some kind of villain because Clutch Sports was wielding its power and it was leaning on LeBron James to do it. I will remind you, the Lakers had really regressed. In his 99-second monologue defending LeBron, Smith revealed something he'd never publicly acknowledged before. LeBron James wasn't just a player who happened to land in Los Angeles. He was the chosen one, chosen by Jeanie Buss to restore her family's legacy. The secret bond between them isn't about friendship in the traditional sense. It's about mutual survival. LeBron needed a franchise that would give him the power to shape his legacy. Jeanie needed a superstar who could stabilize a crumbling dynasty. They found each other at exactly the right moment. The fact is that it's entirely plausible that Jeanie Buss may have felt that LeBron James should have been more appreciative, Smith acknowledged. It is the Lakers, after all, and that brand means something. It wasn't like he was playing for the Clippers now, but he still came there and he delivered. That's the secret. That's the bond. Two powerful people who needed each other and who continue to need each other, even when the world assumes they're ready to move on. The bond is real, but can it survive LeBron's looming free agency? The final chapter reveals what comes next for the king and the queen of LA. Shall I proceed with Chapter 5 and conclusion? The question now hangs over Los Angeles like a fog. Will LeBron stay? He has a $52.6 million player option for next season. The Cleveland Cavaliers are waiting with open arms. A young roster featuring Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and now James Harden, a legitimate contender. The Golden State Warriors have been whispered as a potential destination for an Avengers-level team-up with Steph Curry. But Stephen A. Smith sees something others don't. The issue is not whether or not he's going to play, it's where he's going to play, Smith said on First Take. And the answer, according to everything we've uncovered, is right where he is. LeBron James has never stayed anywhere this long. He played 7 seasons in Cleveland the first time, 4 in Miami, 4 more in Cleveland the second time. He's now in his 8th season with the Lakers, longer than any franchise except his original home.
That's not coincidence, that's commitment. When LeBron addressed the recent drama, he made it clear where his priorities lie. At the end of the day, when I came to this organization, my whole mindset was about restoring excellence, the things that I saw growing up with the Lakers. Obviously, I didn't get an opportunity to watch the Showtime era, but I know the history. Then the early 2000s with Shaq O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, and then what Kobe did and those couple runs with him and Pau. So my whole mindset was like, how can I get that feeling back to the Lakers organization? I was able to do that. He accomplished what he set out to do. And now, the bond with Jeanie Buss, tested by Westbrook trades, by family drama, by the constant scrutiny of the NBA machine, remains intact. Jeanie herself made that clear when she changed her Instagram profile to a photo of her and LeBron embracing after the 2020 title. A small gesture, but in the world of billion-dollar franchises and carefully curated images, it was a declaration. It's really not right, given all the great things LeBron has done for the Lakers, that he has to be pulled into my family drama, she said. To say that it wasn't appreciated is just not true, and completely unfair to him. The secret bond between LeBron James and Jeanie Buss isn't the stuff of tabloid headlines. It's not a romance or a conspiracy. It's something far more rare in professional sports. Genuine partnership between two people who understand the weight of the kingdoms they rule. LeBron stayed because Jeanie needed him. Jeanie supported LeBron because he delivered when it mattered most. And in a league where loyalty is often a one-way street, they built something that has survived trades, tension, and the endless speculation of a 24-hour news cycle. Stephen A. Smith, for all his criticism of LeBron over the years, recognized the truth. The Los Angeles Lakers were pretty freaking irrelevant until LeBron James arrived. He made them relevant again, and Jeanie Buss will never forget it. Will LeBron finish his career in Los Angeles, or will the lure of one last Cleveland fairy tale prove too strong? Let us know in the comments. For more inside stories on the biggest relationships in sports, hit subscribe.